Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. Just put in some music and follow along basically. This is a morning resurrection rehab. It shouldn't be exhausting. This was recorded like 2 weeks ago, and currently I focus more on breathing, and I will follow up with general progress of my training. And it's actually a good starting point for the series I'm gonna continue. And I love the stretch in the morning, especially because it opens up my hips and loosens up my quads, and you can focus on the breathing and even bit your shoulder blades in the back. It's a really nice open in the morning, and all of this shouldn't be exhausting at all. It's really a morning routine. You don't have to necessarily use it in the morning. You can use all of this that I show in this morning resurrection throughout the day or after your training. Just use what's useful for you and discard what not. Sometimes I really try to feel my body, connect in the morning. If something still feels weird and tight, I just go back into a stretch and work it a bit longer. It's not about rushing things through, it's really working and finding weaknesses or tight spots. And then we go to the famous yoga cat and cow. At this stage I'm waking up, and yes, you feel the shoulder blades and lower back, and work the spine and breathe in your stomach and breathe out. And it's also a really good tool to see if something is tight or overworked or needs work. All of this is basically a nice follow-up on certain areas, so you can really dig deep and see what could need some work throughout the day or not. And then we have a variation I do, and I try to implement a little bit shoulder work. This is a variation of the normal, you see, boom, cobra, but I try to work my shoulders and implement them to make them stronger, because they're a weakness, but I have been doing progress in the past 2 weeks, so it's a good reflection on what I've been doing, and a good start into the series I'm gonna continue. Then you extend into the cobra, you feel, you check maybe your calves, your toes, you really feel in and check what needs work, and breathe here. Really shouldn't be exhausting. Should get your heart rate up a little bit, but it shouldn't really be taxing. Also a variation. I know it's not the perfect execution, but I do my best. And then I do this drill. It opens up my hips nicely, get some balance, my shoulders, my upper spine. Breathe in, let's try to stand stable, and then I have a drill I love to do, so do different variations of this in the morning, and I work my hip and knee. It's a little play. I've seen it in a couple of routines, even from weightlifters. Really opens up nicely the hips and activates everything. and you can see which area is tighter and which needs work. And then I do the other side, same thing. Look into my arm, and I try to stay stable, stand up, and I lower, try to maintain control. Then I do the other variation on the other side. Try to keep a basic tension everywhere. Nothing should be really loose in these positions. It's active mobility, and even this little play I love to do, so I can see which hip is stronger, which needs work, or if the exercise from the past weeks did some changes. You can do all of this even before some training as a warm-up. I just love to do it in the morning. It makes me ready for the day. It's my personal preference. Then I check my hamstrings, if it feels tight or not. And then if something feels tight, I open it up with this little play. Just basically locking, rocking forward, feel the tension in the different areas of your hamstring. Switch sides. And at the last reps it feels much better. You can feel how open your hamstrings, and then I breathe in and I get some tension in my back, get it stable and tight, and I lower, control down, try to open up my chest, still maintaining some tension in the back, not only dropping the weight on the hand on the floor. And I follow my arm to the other side. And then I do this little drill also for the upper back and strengthen the back. Just strengthen it and condition it in the morning, get some blood flowing and pump. This also shouldn't kill you, it's just basic mobility and warm-up routine. I implement some challenges just for myself. I'm working on a planche progress someday. Yeah, there's little plays and challenges you can do just to check your strength in the morning and how your energy level is. I love doing that. This is also nice for opening up your hips. And then very much effective active mobility, inward outward rotation. Ido Portal has done loads of those things, and they helped me a lot after my back injury. It's a great hip opener. And you can use this drill also before training active mobility and strength. It also shouldn't be demanding, just chill. You breathe in, breathe out, slowly elevate, lower. It does wonders to your hips. You really feel which side it's more work or stretching. And then this is a Tibetan rite, one of it. It's about, they have alternatives of this exercise in Pilates. You turn your feet a little bit outward, and it's about your core muscles and breathing into your lower stomach and keeping tension, not arching your back while maintaining strong breathing. It's a good focus thing in the morning, and get some basic tension into your lower abs and core. And I love to do this because I have some issues with my hip, and that variation of the exercise helps me strengthen them and balance out disbalances, muscle disbalances or imbalances. And this is a bridge, one leg bridge as a variation, just to activate your glutes in the morning. So I love to work the front part, and now this is the back part of the body, the anterior and the posterior chain. So now we have a bridge variation. Also strengthens the neck a bit. And then this exercise actually works wonders. Still have a long way to go, but it did really great work in the past years, and I'm still trying to progress, especially with my shoulder strength and mobility, but it's getting there. So then usually I move down and check my toes, my knees, my ankles, and this is a really good drill to find tight spots and open them up and activate what needs to be activated. Just connect to those little muscles. And here again, breathe, take your time. And then you finish nicely, and you get a bit more active with this little squat drill. It's a really good activation in the morning. Works from toes to the hip, everything through, and again you can focus more and more on the breathing. Really slowly and controlled movement. So far, every day after I've done this routine, I felt fresh and energized. Didn't matter the day before how hard I trained usually. And this one now is also from the Tibetan rites. It activates the posterior chain, and also you work it down to up. You squeeze the glutes, you feel the hamstrings. It's a really good activation in the morning. And then you have the one-legged version. Then you can again check which side of your body might be stronger, or with which side you can connect better than the other. My friend said he's a strength coach. He said mind-muscle connection is a really big factor a lot of people don't consider. And then that's it. Morning resurrection done. I sit in a squat, I rest a bit, I drink a coffee, maybe tea, do some tasks in the resting squat. And I love to put a lot of attention into the resting squat. I did a video about that earlier on my channel, but in general you should definitely check out Ido Portal's squat routine, or he calls it squat clinic. He has a lot of good content you should definitely follow and get inspired through. So I hope you liked what you've seen. Take what you want to take or what helps you, and like, share, subscribe, and tell it to your friends. I'm gonna continue doing more on those kind of series and general training. So subscribe, hit the bell or ring or whatever, and have a wonderful day.